In this video, I'm going to talk about two very simple things I did to reduce the intake of microplastics and the effects of them by up to 90%. The first thing I did was I started taking this supplement NAC. Based on a recent study, which I'll post in the link below, NAC helps combat the harmful effects of microplastics in your bodies. The compound that's contained in this supplement helps your body to encourage production of cells which specifically fight off the infection and the harmful effects of microplastics that free float throughout the bloodstream. I've been taking NAC for about a year and I have cycled on and off of it, and I've noticed on the cycles when I do take it, usually in the morning in just one pill, usually a dose of 1,000 milligrams, I have a lot more energy than if I don't. I don't know if that's specifically because of the microplastics, but the study that came out really does give me confidence that that could be a portion of it. I think NAC is also noted to do many other things, such as boost immune system, help with cell reproduction, etc. You're going to want to look into this. It's really not a luxury supplement either. I usually buy this on Amazon and it's usually around $10 for 120 tablets. And since you only take one per serving, that's basically 4 months. So it's like $2.50 a month. I've given this to people as a gift just because it's a simple supplement that seems to work for everybody. And everyone I've given it to loved it and ended up being a repeat purchaser. I still have people years later telling me that this was one of the better supplements that they've ever taken. So I'd really recommend, as the first thing, just to recap, trying to take NAC, because just if you read through that study, it does seem to have an effect with reducing harmful microplastics in your body. Before the second one, just want to pause quick. I am not a medical professional, so don't take anything as gospel that I'm saying. I'm just relaying information that I've experienced based on experimenting with myself as well as other studies. Definitely talk to your doctor before making any decisions. There's a disclaimer below and I'll put one at the end. Just keep that in mind. The second thing that I did that was pretty simple was I started using a stainless steel water bottle as well as glass cups and filtering my water. So in terms of filtering the water, I'd recommend getting a reverse osmosis system. There's this AquaTrue, which I found to be pretty good. It takes a while to filter, if I'm being honest, usually about 30 minutes to make like 6 liters of water, which I then put in the stainless steel containers in my fridge. So you can see that here, it's preloaded and ready to use. I will admit I use some plastic SodaStream bottles. I'm someone who likes carbonated water, so it helps me stay disciplined in drinking this versus other things like soda, which do end up containing a lot of microplastics. So I don't see it as the end of the world. Plus the SodaStream bottles are certified to not have BPA or BPH. In terms of the cost for one of these systems, I would say the AquaTrue without any new filters is like $450 a year usually. You can get it on sale, maybe get some dollars off, but you're gonna have to shop around for it. There's also a competitor called the Berkey, which is a metal-based water filter. I would say both of these are about the same thing. You could also install it for your full home, but obviously that's gonna come with a higher bill. Expect to pay like $450 to $500 with tax, depending where you live, for one of these systems. It's one of the best purchases I've ever made and completely removes the microplastics from the water. Again, you're gonna wanna get a reverse osmosis system specifically, and I'd recommend you get the one with the minerals that add back. Otherwise, you might find yourself dehydrated with the water being stripped out. So yeah, that's the two things that I did, which in my opinion and guesstimates probably removed 90% of my microplastic intake. I also do things like watch my food. So if I buy food, I try to make sure it's not wrapped in plastic. I try to buy food from its source as close to the farm as possible. So doing things like going to farmers markets. I'm not gonna waste your time and talk about that too much. I'm sure most of you already figured that out. But if you want 2 easy ways to really make a huge impact, if you think about a Pareto analysis, I think taking this supplement NAC and removing the microplastics from your water with a reverse osmosis system are 2 very simple things you can do without disrupting your life to really make a huge dent in helping combat the proliferated microplastics that are everywhere in the air, the water, etc. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any disagreements or want to chat. I usually try to respond in 24 hours, and I appreciate your time and hope you all have a great day.